What is going on, everybody? This is Art doing a car video today with my new recorder. Just want to see how this pans out. But I want to talk about the comic industry, and I was having this conversation this Wednesday when I was going to picking up my comic books and to the guys. And, I expressed that I felt that the comic book industry really doesn't have too many people that is passionate about it like it used to. Like back in the day, people were passionate about working in the comic book industry, and you saw that love in it. Whether you liked the stories or hated the stories, they were fully invested in trying to make good stories. And you knew these people were trying to make good stories because the way they wrote, the way they drew, the way they inked, how they talked about it, and I don't know, you just don't feel it anymore. You just don't feel like these people are passionate about it. And you can tell by how these guys are writing their stories, how they're not actually looking at the continuity of these characters like they used to. Granted, there's something back in the day wasn't that great either, but it just seems like it's gotten worse over the past, I'll say, 10 years. Just about. It's gotten worse and worse and worse. And it leaves a gaping hole. It's just like, do these people even care about what they're doing? I mean, seriously, do they even care about the stories they're writing? Do they care about what they're drawing? And what it's really come down to is that people are using the comic book industry as a stopgap to go on to bigger and better things. Because they really don't like comics. I don't think they really like these characters. I don't think they grew up reading comics. I don't think they see this as a viable medium to do anything long term. I think most of the time these people are just short term investments. I'm just coming here, do something to get something on my resume, and then hopefully I can get out and do something else. But I have this writing credit. You don't see a Chris Claremont now these days. And if you do, maybe like Chip Zdarsky, but he's been in the game for a minute. Like, we're the new bloods that's supposed to be in here for the long haul. Not even the artists themselves are here for the long term. I mean, some of the old guys are still around, like Greg Capullo. He's been drawing comics for like almost 30 years. I remember getting his Spawn books. Tom left, and then you had Capullo on it. He's been doing it for 30 years. Where's the guy that's the new bloods that are supposed to be still around, or the new guys that's supposed to take over? You don't have that anymore. You don't have, like, I guess you could say, the Image guys 30 years ago. Image is on its 30th anniversary right now. All those guys were great artists in their own right, and you have good artists now, but it's very few in between. It really is. It's very few in between. It's very few in between good writers. It's very few in between good artists that actually have a passion about doing comics now. And, and it's a sad state of affairs. It really is. Because you can feel it. And it kind of makes you not want to pick up some of these books. Because that these people don't have anything in mind. No one's long-term thinking about how I'm going to set this up for future generations. They're pretty much just saying, like, what can I do for these 6 months that I'm on this book? And then after that, I really don't care. I'm just in here to do what I want to do. And that's it. And that's why I feel like some of these books are lacking. That's why I started dropping a lot of these books. Like, some of the storylines have gone on way too long. Like XMen Krakoa. Yeah, it was cool when it came out, but now I think it's time to move on from it. I mean, it was cool, it was interesting, but it's time to move on from Krakoa. It's time for the X-Men to do something else. Like, the whole resurrection thing is boring now. There's no consequence to them dying. I mean, think about it. If you're constantly getting killed and keep on getting resurrected, why should you care? Their death means nothing. And it's getting boring. And coming out with all these other characters that you really don't care about. I mean, I pretty much dropped all of X-Men. Once AXE is done, I think the only X-Men book that I might keep around will maybe Wolverine, and that's it. All other X-Men titles I've dropped. All other Avengers books I've dropped. I'm getting X-Terminators just because I want to see the train wreck of this story, because the story sounds ridiculous. And I just want to collect it just because I want to see a train wreck. I still haven't read Spider-Man #1. Hopefully it's better than the Amazing Spider-Man. Even though it's got one of my favorite artists up there, John Romita Jr. I love his Spider-Man. I used to collect his Spider-Man all the time. Had pretty good stories. Some are good, some are bad, but John Romita Jr. was a mainstay. He does a very good Spider-Man. And I have to say, I'm not interested in seeing Green Goblin Spider-Man. I'm not. Spider-Man shoots his web in web slings. He should not be on a hoverboard. I'm sorry. That's stupid. The costume looks stupid. And I dropped it. Hopefully this Scott's book is good. But we'll see. I'll give it 3 issues. I gave this new one 9. The new Amazing Spider-Man 9, and I dropped it. I'm gonna give Dan Slott's run 3 issues, and then if it's not good, then I'm just gonna go ahead and drop it. I cannot keep putting my money into books that I'm not gonna enjoy. And to be perfectly honest with you, I feel more passionate emanating from the Image books, the independents, the indies. Because those projects are passion projects. People that actually care about the genre and that want to do their own thing. Which, that might be the place for me to go. It may not be with the big two. Because they have been doing stuff that I'm not a fan of. I think DC's got too much Batman books for my taste. Like I talked about in the other video, I think they got way too many Batman books, focused on Batman too much because it's hurting the other characters. I would like to get us some Green Lantern books, but guess what? Nothing seems interesting about Green Lantern right now. Nothing. Like, DC is pretty much non-existent. I think I'm just getting like 2 books from DC. And that's basically Superman and the Batman books, really. Like, Detective Comics, which I might drop next couple months. Batman's got a new career team, so I'm trying to give it a chance. I'm definitely not getting Batman Incorporated. That's the thing that's coming out next week. Next Wednesday. So I'm definitely not going to get that. But yeah, it's like I think indies are the way to go. I mean, Marvel and DC has just been straight trash. And it's sad because they didn't used to be this way. They used to have good stories. And all of a sudden after 2014, 2015, 2016, it just, I don't know, these new crop of writers and artists and people are just, they don't care. Like I said, you can tell they don't care. They don't care about these characters. They have no real idea who these characters are, and they're just doing whatever they want to do to promote whatever they want to promote, and then they get out of there and go do something else. And to be perfectly honest with you, I hope they go do something else real soon, so that way I can enjoy comics again. I really do. Go do something else and let me enjoy my comics. Because this is just getting to the point where I may take another break for another 2 to 3 years to where they can figure stuff out. Sad, but it is what it is. What can I do about it? But hey, it comes to that point sometimes to where you have to take a break every once in a while, because there's always been ups and downs in comic books, and right now we're in a down period. I'm not saying that I'm not going to go to the comic shops to try to fill out my collections, because I do need to get some collections I need to fill out. But as far as getting these new books, I might just get old stuff. Tell my shop just order me on trades of like the 90s X-Men or to manga. I mean, there's some stuff in manga that I'm actually thinking about reading and getting. And if that's the way I have to go and just leave American comics behind for a little bit, so be it. They only did it to themselves. But anyway, that's just my thought. And what is your thought? Do you think the comic industry right now is doing justice? Let me know. This is Art. Hopefully, the car videos does well. I'm gonna start trying to record as much as I can with my little recorder right here. Try to get out just a little bit more content. And I will catch you guys later. Deuces.